Secretary and Mahatma Gandhi Memorial Construction Chair, I welcome Honorable Asim Mahajan, Consul General of India based in Houston, Honorable Irving City Mayor Rick Stouffer, respected Board of Directors, advisors, IAFC and INT Board of Directors, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of Mahatma Gandhi here at the memorial. It's my great honor and privilege and pride to have engaged with Mahatma Gandhi Memorial since 2010, working along with our fearless and passionate leader, Dr. Prasad Todakura. Founder Chairman of Mahatma Gandhi Memorial, Dr. Prasad Todakura, long-standing community leader and friend, had a long-standing vision to build Mahatma Gandhi Memorial in DFW area. He framed a team of leaders and community support to work with the city of Irving to make Mahatma Gandhi Memorial a reality. Let's give a big applause to all the leaders, community members, and City of Irving to make this happen right here in the city. I had an opportunity to, from the conception to all the way to ongoing maintenance of this memorial. With my civil engineering background and computer science, I worked with landscaping architects and worked with an engineering firm to come up with the blueprints, and then worked with Dr. Prasad Todakura and the members of the team to make sure this is the dream that we want to realize. So some of the engineering features are, there are 25 footings, the 25 feet depth on this platform here to withstand the soil elasticity and the looseness of the soil. And then also Mahatma Gandhi statue weighs about 150 pounds. And then also we have made sure this statue is stable in the hurricane up to 200 miles per hour. And also the statue withstands the lightning, and we have 1-inch copper wire buried under this all the way to the lake to withstand the severe thunderstorms. So the memorial has built with a lot of passion and dedication of the team, particularly Dr. Prasad Todakura's passion has made everybody he motivated everybody to spend 4 years of working with the city and make it happen. Mahatma Gandhi remains a relevant thinker today, not only because of his theory and practice and peace and non-violence, but because of his life he also defended political tolerance. Today when we talk of a change, we say each of us must be the change we wish to see in the world. The future depends on what we do in the present. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. Gandhiji gave these messages to us, and they're very relevant in today's world order. In the context of violence and terrorism, we hear people quoting, "An eye for eye makes the whole world blind." And when we talk of wrong and right, we say, "True alone will endure. All the rest will be swept away before the tide of time." This is how we keep Mahatma Gandhi in our hearts and thoughts to keep him alive. With a great privilege, I'd like to invite our leader, Dr. Prasad Todakura, to address the gathering. Prasad Garu.
Before I address, I invite Mrs. Vidisha Babili to sing Indian National Anthem first, then US. That is the pattern we need to follow. Mrs. Vidisha Babili.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please join me in the Indian National Anthem. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata, Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga, Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga, Uchala Jaladi Taranga, Tava Shubha Name Jage, Tava Shubha Ashish Mage, Gaye Tava Jaya Gata, Jana Gana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Very well done. Very well done.
Thank you.
Now it is time for floral tribute. I'm going to call the names. If you could please line up after Honorable Consul General Mayor. After that, then the names what I'm going to call. Please line up here. Please maintain social distance, as you know, 6 feet distance. Honorable Consul General of India, Sri Mahajanji. Then Honorable Mayor, Dick Stoffer. Mr. Rao Kalwala, Murali Venam. These are MJMNT Board of Directors. Rao Kalwala is Secretary of MJMNT. Ranna Jani, MJMNT Co-Chair. Abhijit Royalkar, our IANT President as well as MJMNT Co-Chair. Line up this way. I'm sorry, okay. So they need to line up here? Okay, I'm sorry about it. Okay. I should have asked first. Right. Then after Abhijit Rayalkar, Swati Shah, MJMNT Board of Director, Mr. Sailesh Shah, MJMNT Board of Director, Mr. Loknath Patro is here, not here. Kamal Kaushal is here, replacing him. Kamalji. Then our MJMNT Board of Advisors, Padma Shri A.K. Mago, Mr. C.C. Theophin, Mr. M.V.L. Prasad, Mr. Tayyab Kondawala. Tayyab Kondawala and Piyush Patel. These people have been backbone of this project since inception. Taib is also founding president of Naseem Foundation. Mrs. Fatima Kondawala joining him. Mr. Dinesh Huda, IINT, Rahul Chatterjee from IINT Board of Director, Rajiv Kamath, Urmit Jain. I don't think Salman is here. Is Salman here? No. Salman, not here yet. And also we have singer Miss Arya Chipalkatti, actually dance performance by Arya Chipalkatti, followed by her mother. Mamata Chipalkatti. Vidisha Babali just she sang our national anthem. Miss Sarah Shastri is going to sing a bhajan of Gandhi, accompanied by her mother Sonal Sankla. Please join. These are the people who are going to pay floral tribute, one after the other. Then after that we start the program.
सबको सन्मति दे भगवान तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान सबको सबको सन्मति दे भगवान श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम ईश्वरी अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान अल्लाह ईश्वरी तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे सबको सन्मति दे भगवान सबको सन्मति दे भगवान श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय
Yes, yes.
I kept two best people at the end, good friends. Mr. Arun Agarwal, I want to have a special treat to you, and Mr. Ramki Chebrol. Arun is good friend, not only good friend to the community, he always helps with MGMNT activities, and he is also one of the advisors for Indian American Friendship Council. Ramki Chebrolo is also another board of director for Indian American Friendship Council. This program, not only this, several of these kinds of programs won't go without the selfless, dedicated service of service crew who are working here. They don't expect a single penny from this type of activities. I sincerely request Mr. DJ Manesh to come and pay floral tribute. And also Sundar Tirumala from TV5 Media. Mr. Venkat Mulukutla from TV9. Mr. Ravi from ABN. And also from Consulate Office Ravi. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. First of all, I take this opportunity to pay my rich floral tribute to a simple man with a great heart, filled with Gandhiji's philosophies and ideas, who served as the second Prime Minister of India, Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri, whose slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, echoes in each and every heart till today. Today, we are celebrating his 117th birthday. He did a splendid job, even though it was short term. We are very happy to assemble here to celebrate the 150th birthday anniversary of Mahatma Gandhiji, a peace icon in the world. When we are talking about peace, peace starts with a smile. If a smile can lit up the room, imagine what world of smiles can do for the betterment of the humanity. Gandhiji not only led the freedom movement, but he touched upon several important aspects of life like education, environment, youth, religion, and many more. On environment, he said, Earth has enough resources for every need, not for the greed. On education, he said education is the realization of the best in man, body, soul, and mind. Education must be based upon ethics and morality. On youth, he said, youth should know the social harmony is an index of peace. On religion, Gandhiji warned people not to misinterpret religion all religions such as Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, etc. preach only good, peace and harmony. We all need to focus main fundamentals of Mahatma Gandhi, Satya, Ahimsa, Sarvodaya and Satyagraha. I emphasize that hatred, bigotry, outrage and racism will create an enormous gap among the mankind. Only patience, alliance, tolerance and coherence bring all people together. As responsible and law-abiding citizens of this great country, it is our moral responsibility as ambassadors of our motherland, India. Let us stick to the principles of Gandhiji in our daily lives and rekindle ourselves for the betterment of both nations. I urge you all to go out and vote in the upcoming elections. And by the way, the deadline to register to vote is October 5th. Long live India, long live USA. I sincerely thank you for giving me this opportunity. Now, it is my honest pleasure to introduce our Honorable Consul General of India, Asim Mahajan ji, who took charge as Consul General in January of this year. He joined IFS in 1998. Since then, he has proved his leadership in his earlier diplomatic assignments. Ambassador of India to the World Trade Organization, Geneva, Deputy High Commissioner in Kuala Lumpur and Dhaka, the Consul General of India, Osaka, Japan, Indian Mission in Tokyo and Laos. In the Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi, Mr. Mahajan served on various desks, including handling affairs related to the United Nations, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, and Maldives. As a Joint Secretary, he has coordinated annual Hajj pilgrimage from India. Mr. Mahajan has a master's degree in diplomatic studies from the University of Oxford, UK, and a master's degree in management studies from BITS Pilani, India. He speaks Japanese fluently, apart from English, Hindi, and few other Indian languages. He is married with a son and a daughter. We sincerely commend his impeccable service to the community on a timely basis, especially in this critical pandemic situation. I welcome the Honorable Consul General of India, Mahajan ji, to come and address the gathering.
Thank you. A very good evening to all of you. Honorable Mayor Rick Stoker, Dr. Prasad Thotakura, members of the Mahatma Gandhi Memorial of North Texas, members of Indian Association of North Texas. It gives me great pleasure to join all of you today for the celebrations of the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. As you know, we are organizing these celebrations following the local social distancing norms and also for the safety of all. This event is today being live streamed from the Mahatma Gandhi Memorial Plaza in Irving. This plaza is an initiative of the community in this part of United States to spread the message and teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, a global icon revered across the world. Throughout his life, Mahatma Gandhi remained committed to the belief in non-violence even under oppressive conditions and in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Gandhiji led a life suffused by simplicity and marked by his acute sense of self-awareness, ridding himself of unnecessary possessions and turning simply to the basics and to value them. His ways show us the power of the immeasurable reserves of humility and compassion that exist within the human mind. His life is an inspiration for all humanity. Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy, teachings, and thoughts are of great relevance in today's world. The power of peaceful means to seek justice, the effectiveness of non-violence in countering force, respect for diversity within and between societies, fighting social prejudices and promoting social reforms, conserving of nature and probity in public life are enduring ideas that can help us to address many problems of the contemporary world. Today, on Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, on October 2nd, we also mark the International Day of Non-Violence as an occasion to disseminate the message of non-violence and to reaffirm our desire to secure a culture of peace, tolerance and understanding. Mahatma Gandhi's teachings and philosophy also influence all of us, and they have touched upon the lives of many of us. Dr. Martin Luther King drew heavily on Gandhian principles and teachings of non-violence in his civil rights movement. Dr. King said, and I quote, "Gandhi was inevitable. If humanity is to progress, Gandhi is inescapable. He lived, thought and acted inspired by the vision of humanity evolving toward a world of peace and harmony. We may ignore him at our risk." The Mahatma Gandhi Memorial of North Texas, which many members are present here, has been closely working with the consulate on many of our activities. They are an important organization for us here during this recent times of the COVID pandemic. Also, we have worked very closely with many different community organizations spread across southern United States, and I have no hesitation to acknowledge the great contribution they have made, the unstinted support they have offered us for their own communities, for their own cities, their towns and their states, which actually makes us really proud of the community here. The association here is engaged in many community service activities, educational initiatives, and these are initiatives which also help us to strengthen the multifaceted and deep ties between India and United States. I will not go into the depths of our relationship, but you know India and United States share a very close, comprehensive strategic partnership which is strengthening in all spheres. As we combat the current pandemic together, we are reminded of Gandhiji's message of service to the humanity. He said, "I am endeavoring to see God through service of humanity. For I know that God is neither in heaven nor down below, but in everyone." Friends, we live in hope of a better world and we strive for peace through our actions. No one better exemplifies that than Gandhiji himself. And as we celebrate his life today, let us take the time to reflect and move ahead seeking this reality. I thank you again, Mayor, all the members who are present here today, and from the memorial, also from the Indian Association of North Texas, to celebrate and mark the conclusion of the 150th birth anniversaries of Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you.
Honorable Consul General, can I have you 1 minute, sir? On behalf of all of you, I'm going to present this Mahatma Gandhi's great memento. Actually, it is drawn by Jagar Soni. He is one of the famous artists from India. Now I request Miss Sarah Shastri to sing Gandhiji Bhajan.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम.
Thank you, Sarah. That was beautiful rendering. Now I request Mrs. Ranna Jani, our Indian American Friendship Council Board of Director, as well as the co-chair of Mahatma Gandhi Memorial. I don't want to see anyone without mask. Hello, sir. You don't have a mask. I will provide you a mask. You cannot be there. Please maintain social distance. That's very important. I can provide you a mask. Please provide him a mask. Now I request Mr. Ranna Jani to introduce our Honorable Irving City Mayor, Mr. Rick Stoffer.
Thank you, Prasad. Honorable Mayor Rick Stoffer was elected as Mayor of Irving City in 2017. Mr. Stoffer has been serving the community through the city since 1998 in various capacities as council member, deputy mayor pro tem, and now as a mayor. Mr. Rick Stoffer has an extensive history of serving on various municipal boards and government agencies like DORT, DFW International Airport Board, National League of Cities, Planning and Zoning Commission, Trinity River Corridor, Irving Heritage Society, etc. I welcome the great supporter of all our Gandhi Memorial activities and the best friend of the Indian community, Honorable Mayor of Irving City, Mr. Rick Stoffer, to address the gathering.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Irving City Council and myself, it's truly a privilege for us to be here, for me to be here this afternoon, and I want to thank you for the kind invitation. Mr. Attorney General, thank you for being here today. We very much appreciate you being here within your first year to come here to Irving and see this great monument that we have put up in our community. The relationship that we have with the Indian community and the city of Irving is second to none. We are very fortunate to be able to be together at this time. You know, we've had challenging times, and it's the thought process, it's the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi that make our lives different and make our lives doable during these challenging times. As we have seen what has happened with COVID within our community, we have seen the Indian community come forward and work with us in food drives. They've worked with us making sure people had protective masks and things of that nature. So we rely very much upon that. You know, we are very fortunate in our community. We have the most diverse zip code in the United States, and we are the 14th most diverse city in the United States. So we know how to work together as a community. And through his teachings, a lot can be learned across the country, like has been learned here in Irving, Texas. We are fortunate that we all come together. We respect each other. We respect the different religions. We respect the different beliefs. We respect the different cultures. And we celebrate those differences. And that's why we have the successes that we have within our community. And it's the teachings of Mr. Gandhi that are what we live by within our community. Bringing everyone together, realizing that through peace, not through disruption, not through what we see going on in other communities, but what we see going on in this community, all of us peacefully working together to find a solution, treating everyone equal, respecting each other, respecting those things that are different between us, and understanding those differences and working together to make sure that we can come together and celebrate an occasion just like this on a beautiful day in peace. We don't see anybody here that's not here because they want to show the respect that is deserved of this gathering. And that's one of the benefits that we have here in Irving, Texas. I cannot even begin to thank the community for all that they have done to make sure that our city is safe, prosperous, and successful. So again, on behalf of the Irving City Council and myself, thank you so much for gracing our community today. You're always welcome in Irving anytime that we can do anything for you, or anytime that you know that the community needs to be involved in something. Please do not even hesitate to call me to make sure that we can make that happen. So again, thank you so much for including me, for including our city, and working so great with our Parks Department to put together this fantastic celebration that's here and to honor this great man. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for your kind support for all our activities. We sincerely thank you. And we have another great portrait of Mahatma Gandhi. This goes in our office, right?
Right, this goes in my office for everyone to see. Thank you. You all are way too kind. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I request Miss Chipalakatti to come and perform a dance for her song. I'm not sure what she is dancing for, but definitely it will be a Gandhi bhajan.
पहने लाठी पकड़े चलते थे वो शान से, सालिम कांपे थर 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 सुनकर उनका नाम रे। घर था उनका छोटा सा और सरपट उनकी चाल रे, दुबले से पतले से थे वो चलते सीना तौड़ गए। वंदे मातरम, 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 वंदे
Thank you, Arya. That was beautiful. Sincerely appreciate. Our scheduled program is to end at 5:45. We are right on time. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said. Always follow the time. Now I request our good friend, President of India Association as well as the co-chair for this Mahatma Gandhi Memorial of North Texas, Mr. Abhijit Royalkar, to give on his closing remarks. Abhijit.
Thank you, Prasadji, for the introduction. Appreciate it. What a wonderful day to be here. The fall's coming, and wonderful colors, not just the green grass that's out here, but everybody's wearing the tricolors, which is fantastic. I would really like to thank Mr. Asim Mahajan who has come here all the way from Houston in his busy schedule and adorn this particular event. So do appreciate your presence over here. Mr. Stouffer, thank you for your support as well. Irving is heart to many Indians who call this city and this metroplex their home. So appreciate you joining this ceremony as well. On behalf of the board of directors and the leadership of MGMNT, I would really like to thank everybody who came to this ceremony, ones who made it possible. The media here, of course, is back there. Our technologists who are making this thing happen, the live streaming that's going on as well. So really wish to thank everybody who came here. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you, Prasadji, for leading us to make this event happen.
Now, a very